Alright. Welcome back, guys, to this podcast. I am your host for today, the Croissant Mafia, and today I have Exotic, Firo, and RedRare. Red Rare. Almost said it like a 5-year-old there. And today's talking points are fears and phobias. And the first question is, what are your greatest fears, and have you been able to overcome your fears?
I should go first, right?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Of course, I haven't forgotten. I guess I have to say my greatest fears are probably. You guys know what claustrophobia is?
Yeah.
It's basically fear of tight spaces. Here's another one. Do you know what thalassophobia is?
I did not know that one.
That's like
Mm.
basically fear of like the water. Like when you hear that there's like a monster underwater or some shit.
Yeah, I know this.
Oh yeah.
That's a very good
Also,
one.
another one is submechanophobia. If you guys know what that is, I'm pretty sure you don't.
I don't know.
It's like I'm afraid of animatronics that are underwater. Like they creep me the fuck out. Seriously, dude, imagine it. I've seen these videos on YouTube. This one video where there's a crocodile, an animatronic crocodile in a mossy water, and then it just rises up and makes these rusty sounds, and it doesn't make any sound at all. I feel it staring it into my fucking soul. Like, dude, and I saw comments saying, "What if you were stuck in the water with that thing?" I'm like, I couldn't even fucking imagine it. It's giving me shudders when I think about it. For being honest.
Right.
If you ask me how I've been able to overcome my fears, I guess for claustrophobia. Uh, well, when I'm in an open space, I feel the most comfortable instead of being very enclosed, I guess. And for my thalassophobia, like let's say if I was in a pool, if I was with somebody else, or if I was with a lot of people, I would be comfortable. I just don't want to be alone in the water. I do not know how I'm ever gonna get over submechanophobia though. That shit is fucking uncurable, I swear.
Alright.
So it's my turn right now.
Yes.
Yep.
I think that I'm one of us who is the least original, because like most people, I don't really like being alone in the dark, mainly because I have very wild imagination and I'm able to create the wildest fucking things from any sound. And it doesn't matter if it's like, you know, maybe cats on the outside or just water in the pipes, in walls. It's just like my mind goes like balls and creates the weirdest shit that it can produce. So, and like Exotic said, I don't really like depths and open water, because it's the same thing. You can see anything down there and it can be anything. So I don't really like the idea that there are some very unsettling creatures down there, and it's not pleasant knowing that I'm in the same space as they are, even if we are like thousands of meters apart, or feet if you are using the other system.
Yeah.
Alright, my turn. So I'm not sure, but I guess some normal stuff, I guess. The fears about like heights and I guess being alone, I guess. Mostly
Uh,
when hearing people saying about stuff about me, I feel about that because you are for me I am constantly like watched by like my parents, either my friends, the neighborhood, like everywhere. I have that sort of fear, being watched all the time.
honestly, I've never really thought about having greatest fears. Um, I am afraid of certain things, but like I wouldn't say I'm deathly afraid of them. Uh, One of like the top things I'd say I'd probably be afraid of are heights. I don't have the worst fear of heights, but sometimes I just look down if I'm high up and I'm like, oh. But I overcame it kind of unwillingly because I went skydiving. Um, and
Dude,
those,
did you go
those,
skydiving?
yeah, I went skydiving, and those bastards up there, what they do is when you do your first tandem jump, is they'll tell you here we're gonna go on 3, but then on the 1 they just push you out, and it was
They just push you out. What the fuck?
basically, yeah, like obviously, like you have someone strapped to you, you know, since it's your first jump. But like they don't give a shit. They're just like, yeah, we're going. And I was,
Oh shit.
like the primal fear there is just like going from in to outside of the plane. You know, like once you're free falling, it's all fine. But it's just that initial, drop, and I was just like, oh my god. You know,
Oh man.
him shouting, oh, we're gonna go on 3, and he goes 1, and then just goes, and like, you know.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask you guys something. When you think about being in high places, like when you look down and you're in a fucking high place or something, or when you just think about heights in general, do you ever have this condition where your palms just start sweating like fucking crazy?
No,
No.
no.
Wait,
About
mine is sweating like crazy right now, dude. Just from hearing him describe that.
Alright.
I'm not really that much afraid of heights, but they do bother me when I'm somewhere high. Like my palms just start sweating like crazy, dude.
Sometimes
Yeah,
I think of heights just like, should I just jump or should I stay? I don't know why.
Why would you jump though? I mean, wouldn't that be the thing?
I don't know why. I feel
What,
like that sometimes.
depending on where you are, like if
what
you're going, cliff jumping, and there's water,
Oh yeah.
you might want to jump.
dude?
Yeah.
Why would you jump? That was maybe that's the thing that the people who are afraid of heights are really afraid of. They're afraid of falling down. So I don't get it. Why would you jump?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that sometimes.
It's like that's the solution to ending your fear of heights. You should just jump off.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta take a leap of faith. Okay, so the next question is, what is fear?
Yeah. All right.
Hmm.
Well, I didn't. If I can speak,
Yep.
I didn't read it, but from what I would say, fear is very specific, maybe evolution, I would say, from your basic instincts. Like they are especially focused on one specific like situation, animal, or one specific thing, and the fear is keeping you from it because you probably have some bad experience, mostly from childhood, from what I have read on psychology.
Okay.
Yeah, fear can be either physical or emotional, like mentally, I guess. Either way, like that.
Physical fear, like that
Yeah.
your body reacts to it.
Like I used to have this certain way that if somebody touches me, I grab their hand and twist it, their wrist.
What the
I
hell?
really
Why do
I
you do
really
that?
don't
What the
like
fuck?
being touched. I really don't like being touched.
Wait,
That
what are you guys talking about again?
What is
fears.
fear?
Oh, so like, what's the definition of fear?
Or just what fear means to you, yeah.
I guess I'll let RedRare finish before I say my part.
I guess yes. I really don't like being touched, so that's why I just grab their hand before they touch me, twist their wrist, and almost almost break their arm, just not all the way, or grab behind their neck. I don't know why. I used to do that.
You used to, so you don't do that anymore.
Oh, that's
I I keep a
at
control.
least at least you
Okay.
don't at least you don't do it anymore. I mean, what if like you have a friend and he was gonna high five you and then he just fucking twist his arm?
That would
Yeah,
suck.
I keep it under control. I guess I don't want do to do that anymore.
Um, if you guys ask me what fear means to me, I guess okay, so fear. I think fear is built around the concept of monsters, right? Like most of the fear comes from the idea of monsters. What monsters are basically are things that are so incomprehensible.
Probably.
Like when you look at them, they're just so hard to understand because they look so unfamiliar. They look so scary and frightening. I think it's just that they're designed to look super unfamiliar to you and unsettling. You know, super I guess uncomfortable for the human mind. Like when you look at the monster from, let's say, how about a really scary film like how about you guys find the alien from, from the same movie, Scary, the xenomorph.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because the xenomorph looks so strange, right? And also the predator, it looks super unsettling to the human mind because of those fangs, and yeah, they just look super strange to you. The human mind is so I think we're all just so scared of things that we aren't familiar with. Like when you look at them, you just aren't familiar with them, and you get so scared because they look very strange. And also, the film depicts them as being hostile aliens, killing people and such, and that scares you even more. Thinking, what if they could do the same to you, right? So yeah, that really
Yeah. Yeah.
gets me scared. And also those horror movies. There's a specific subgenre in a horror movie called a slasher, where there are killers killing people, stabbing them, cutting their fucking heads off. What really scares people when they watch those movies is watching those gory things happen on screen, and you sit there thinking like, I wouldn't want that to happen to me. Like, would you want that to happen to you? No, right? Like, you would be so scared of that. I mean, it's not the killer that you're actually scared of. You're actually scared of the things that they'll do to you if you ever encounter them. And yeah, I guess fear is built around this idea that the things you're watching on screen or reading on a book could happen to you in real life, and you just don't want them to happen to you. Because if you were in the same situation as them, you would fucking shit your pants. Like, to be honest, I mean, I wouldn't act like a tough guy and say I'm not scared of those things. I would honestly shit my pants.
well,
Okay.
if I can add to this conversation, I like if I remember seeing Alien like many years ago when I was a child, and I was very afraid of it. And now, since I'm a very big fan of H.R. Giger, who designed Alien, I don't find it scary but fascinating. So
Oh.
I
I
guess
would probably say that I would seek the alien,
I
like
guess
Ash, to
the
study it.
xenomorph isn't that scary if I'm being honest. It's a bit, yeah, it's a bit fascinating. It's got a unique design. I just used it as an example earlier. I'm not really scared of the xenomorph.
Yeah, I would say maybe the design is like, because when you take the concept, it's just general monster movie, but this monster, unlike I would say others or most of the other movies, this monster has some depth and very good thoughts on its design and the general creation,
It
because there
just
was a lot of talk in the pre-production and design. So it's not like a giant shark or some maybe amalgamation of several animals, but it's really an original creation.
Hmm.
Anything else?
um yeah, I guess that's it. I mean, I said all my stuff. I don't really have that much else to add.
There. The next question is: what phobias do you not understand / comprehend but do exist?
Can I go first on this one?
Go for it.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
the phobia that I really don't understand and are weirded out by is it's this phobia of long words. You guys know this one? Yeah,
What?
there's a phobia that people are actually scared of long words, like words that are long in length. Let me look. It's called something. Wait, hold on. This is actually really funny because the word that the phobia is called is actually a long word itself. It's called hippopotamonstrosquipedaliophobia or whatever. It's a long word. It's a long word itself.
For sure. Jesus.
Yeah.
Whoever came up with this is a fucking dude. Whoever came up with this is an actual dickhead because he made the word
Yeah.
long itself. But I really don't understand this because how can someone be afraid of a long word? I don't really get it. I mean, it's just a long. It can't hurt you in any way. It's just really strange for me.
And to continue on this, I just remembered the hypophobia, which is the fear of palindromes, which are words that can be read from front to back and back to front. And the word itself is also palindrome, so it's the same concept.
Wait, hold on.
Oh.
Let me look that up. Fear of palindromes. How can people be scared of words? That's just what I don't get. I don't understand how people can be. See, it's called ibophobia, which is that also spelled like that backwards.
Yeah.
I don't get
Uh-huh.
how people can be scared of words. If I'm being honest, I don't know. How does this make people uncomfortable exactly? I don't really get it.
Uh-huh.
How about
You
you,
know,
Red Rare?
what
Oh yeah.
I'm
Okay.
curious about is like how these phobias even came to be. You know, it's like did the originator of these phobias, just suddenly like one day they looked at whatever, phobia they're scared of and then they go, I don't like that.
Yeah, and imagine that a lot of people probably needs to have this fear of these words for it to be
Yeah.
recognized as a phobia.
Yeah.
So there must be
Yeah.
like thousands of people who are afraid of long words and palindromes, which I found even more funny.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the phobias right now, and there's a fear of bananas. Yeah.
Hold on. Let me look this up. I'm gonna look all of these up. Like I can't even believe it.
Called banana phobia.
Banana
Banana
phobia.
dude,
Yeah.
there is. Dude, there's something like this. Jesus. Banana phobia. It's the simplest name ever. It's genius.
Yes.
Yeah.
One thing I really don't understand is the fear of feet. You know,
Fear of
because it's
feet.
like, because like people, everyone has feet. So then if you're afraid of
Right.
feet, then what do you do? What do you wear, like bags over over your feet the whole time because you can't stand to look at them?
He just always wears shoes.
Just always wear shoes, never take them off, even when you go to bed.
Or maybe socks to be more comfortable. Hey, dude, I don't really get how people could be afraid of feet. Because, some people actually fetishize feet.
Yeah, so
One
maybe they are
extreme.
just disgusted by it, and
One person can be disgusted by feet, and another person is sexually aroused by feet.
No, you got like the two extremes.
imagine these two people like dating, and when they get to the bed, one of them confesses about their fetish about this, and the other one just loses their mind because they are afraid of it.
Yeah. Oh, people are
Oh,
weird.
I find another one, fear of living things. That's weird. Like what?
What?
I get how
Fear
people
of
can be scared of bananas.
God,
no, no.
imagine being afraid of bananas. You just go to a store, you just see them every day. You're like,
It's like when cats are afraid of cucumbers. When cats see cucumbers, they just freak the fuck out. Something like that.
Yeah.
like, how would you even go to a store? Like, you have to know specifically where each banana is stocked, and then avoid them.
It's like it says here. I read somewhere that banana phobia is actually not a very common phobia. So like, it's really rare for someone to have it. But whoever has it, super unlucky person.
Oh my god, I found a really long name. It's the fear of the number 666
That's that's, re-
hexa
that's reasonable, I think.
posi oi hesa conta hexaphobia.
Yeah, I'm not gonna even attempt to pronounce that.
That's you guys search it. It's a really long name.
Uh, it's the fear of the number 666, right? I mean, I guess it's pretty reasonable.
Try saying it. So try saying it.
Hold on. Let me look it up. Hexac. Okay, fuck this. I am not saying this.
Right?
Fuck that. I am not going to attempt that.
Right? So weird.
So weird. Why would somebody even name it that?
Most of the people probably. So the next question, liminar spaces. The pictures that seem familiar but make you uncomfortable. Why does it make you uncomfortable?
Okay. Any of the two of you can go first. I'll go later. I have a lot of thoughts on this.
Firo, if you please.
It's my turn, right? So I don't know, because I watched a very good video about liminal spaces, and what I learned from the video is that it's mostly exclusive to America, because these pictures were taken like in some parking lots, buildings, playgrounds, and these places are from America, and since I'm in Europe I don't have any connection to it, but I like these pictures. I don't feel uncomfortable, but I get some feeling which I can't describe, and it's more of a pleasant feeling. I like it.
Alright. So for me, it's just I don't know, kind of just relaxing or normal kind of looking picture, I guess. I remember I had like an art class. I had to do this. Like we had to draw a picture doing the limina. So I don't know. It's just kind of amazing, I guess. Just totally normal for me. Some people, I don't know, just probably uncomfortable for some of them. There's probably a phobia for that as well.
I don't know what phobia of liminal or whatever that was called. Spaces is called, but I have a lot of thoughts on this. So they seem very uncomfortable because a lot of people say that you actually see them in your dreams. Do you guys agree with that these places appear in your dreams mostly?
No.
Sometimes when I see these areas, I think they're super uncomfortable. Like I'm sure I have seen that in a dream once.
Oh.
And okay, so a really funny story, by the way. One time I was in my room just looking at these Facebook posts about liminal spaces because I was really curious about the topic, and I saw this post with yeah, they were like it was like a compilation, an album of liminal spaces. So in Facebook, if you click on those things, you'll see like a 4 picture preview, and then when you click on them, you could like scroll down to see the rest, right? So
Yeah.
basically, took a look at it, and I started scrolling it right to see the rest of the liminal spaces. And when I got to the fourth one, there was a fucking face, a really creepy face staring from a wall zoomed in at me. It was like some fucking jump scare, and I just fucking screamed. I walked outside my room, and I was like, "Mom, fuck, help me!" I was like, "No," I just went to my mom quickly because it really shocked the fuck out of me. Like I wasn't expecting. I was in my room is very dark, to be honest. It was around like seven at night that time, so I just ran out because I got so fucking scared. That was a really whoever posted that was a fucking asshole. I swear. So yeah, liminal spaces gives me kind of an uncomfortable feeling, but it also feels very weird and surreal because it feels like they've appeared in my dreams. Because these things, people say they appear in your dreams mostly, and that's kind of true. They kind of look very familiar to me, and that's what makes them unsettling. The fact that they look familiar, the fact that I know I've
Okay.
been in one of those places, something like that.
Okay. So imagine this: if there's like someone at the end of that kind of like space, I guess, and you try going the opposite, try not look for it, but you try walking, and then you turn around and you still see him. What do you guys think of that?
What's that? Say it again. I didn't quite get that.
Kind of like you're in a tunnel, right?
Yeah.
So you walking away, but you hear the other guy from behind. Actually, no, you don't hear the footsteps, but you walk away. But when you look back, he's still near you. You guys
So,
feel that's weird?
what the fuck is that, dude? That's
No,
it's kind of making me pretty uncomfortable right now. What the hell is that?
I want to make you scared right now.
My room. Oh yeah, by the way, fun
I
fact: my room doesn't really have a light. The light switch is broken, and there's no bulb in there, so my room is always dark, and the only light is from my laptop right now and my phone. So yeah, I am feeling very uncomfortable right now talking about this.
and pretty late at night for you, right?
Yeah, it's like 12 in midnight for me.
Whatever you do, just don't look behind you. So you just look behind him.
So yeah, what's the next one?
Next one is, what do you do if you find a big spider in your house? Help it outside, kill it instantly, scream until somebody comes to get rid of it, or something else.
All right. Okay, I'll go first on this one. I have a very clear answer. I guess if I saw a really big spider in my house, I would. Well, I'm not really that much afraid of spiders. Like I'm not like everybody else who's most scared of spiders. I'm not really like everyone else who's really scared of spiders. I would just look at it. If it looks interesting, like if it was a tarantula or something, I would just look at it like from all angles. Maybe take pictures too, because it looks very interesting for me to see like a spider like that. Because you rarely get to see big spiders. Um, so there's like three options. There's either hop it outside, kill it instantly, and scream until somebody comes to get rid of it. I would do something else, and that something else is I would put it in a jar, keep it as a pet, feed it little insects.
Alright.
If it was like a big spider and it looks cool, like a tarantula or something, I would keep it as a pet because I rarely ever get to see those kinds of spiders in my house. So yeah, I would keep it as a pet.
Okay.
So who goes next? Spiral, right?
Yeah.
Firo.
I was thinking, and I have two scenarios. If it was like here where I live, I would maybe put it in jar and call police or animal department or whatever, because it's really not usual to have these big spiders here. So it probably escaped from someone else's home. If I was like in some jungle or where these spiders live, I would maybe grab paper or newspaper or something like that and just throw it out of the window, because I want to return it to its natural environment. And I wouldn't kill it, because if you splash spider of this size, it will create a lot of mess, and it would most likely attract scavenger insects. So you just invite more insects to your house, and I guarantee that it would be like cockroaches or something like that. So from a big spider, you have a bunch of smaller insects that are much more disgusting.
Yo, can I say something first before RedRare gives his take on this?
Sure.
So Firo said that he wouldn't kill it because there would be like something that would attract other insects. You guys know that one type of spider where if you squash it, hundreds of spiders will come out of it, like their style.
Oh yeah,
You
I
know
see
that?
that video.
Yeah, that is
That
super
video.
fucking creepy. That is super fucking creepy. Seriously, like,
Oh yeah.
you just kill it, and then hundreds more of it come outside of his fucking belly or some shit, just crawling all around your house. Like, what would I would burn my fucking house down if that happens. I can't take it. I can't take that many spiders in my house. I can't take that. I mean, one is enough,
Alright.
but that much, nah, fuck that. I don't fuck with that.
Alright. Okay, my
RedRare,
turn.
you can go ahead. RedRare.
Okay, I mean, I'm cool with spiders. Like, there's nothing scary for it. Like, I look at it and just shrug. Alright, bye. Now, there are two kind of peoples, right? Just normal, probably have it outside, you just kill it. And there's some scream and then burn the house down. There's a I've seen you see that meme where they're scared of spiders and they burn their house down.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure there's some meme about that.
I think that's a vine.
Vine.
Yeah, it's a vine.
Oh, where are the good times of wine?
Yeah, the vines. I miss the vines.
Good old days.
So what's the next stop? Yeah.
So I was gonna say something about the spider thing.
Oh yeah, you can say something. I'm sorry. I thought you already said something. I mean, I wasn't really that much focused.
Yeah, no, it's okay. So I would say I was kind of traumatized by giant spiders when I was younger because I used to live in this house where every single night we had this door like that was it was like a glass door and it would be open and we would eat our dinner and every time I would look behind me where that door was there was a giant ass spider just chilling on the wall. And this happened every single night, until one night I looked and there wasn't one, but instead there was one on the ceiling and it decided to like dangle itself, down. And I was younger at the time, so I was like scared shitless every time it happened. So now, if I were to see another giant spider like that, I would just burn it because I'm not having any of it.
Okay. Wow.
So yeah. So the next question is, why do you think people in general have a general fear of the unknown?
Anybody else could go first. I'm just curious on what you guys think.
Anyone? Or should I?
Oh,
You can go ahead.
you